do you think that the Spice Channel came in scrambled instead of a blank screen in the 90s?
I remember that back in the day too.
Yeah, me too.
Why was that? No, I'm serious. I'm serious.
I'll tell you later. They want to deteriorate the relationship between men and women. They want to steal your sexuality. If I were black, I would guide my culture from the likes of Miley Cyrus. If I were a parent, I would guide my child from the Disney Channel. The mind and body are temples being broke into through the eyes.
Dang.
Yeah, that's pretty
Oh,
deep.
that's what's up. That's great.
Now,
Love
Blue,
it.
what,
Blue's white. Got everyone. Blue is white. I mean, I'm sorry. What are you? Are you Italian?
No, I'm white.
I'm white. Okay.
And you know, I noticed that the sexuality aspect caught you about it because, you know, she's trying to transition from a child star to, you know.
But a giant teddy bear just dancing with other teddy bears, it's so creepy.
Yeah.
I think it was, I mean, I never, because you're referring to not the VMAs, but her actual video where she's twerking. And I never thought about it metaphorically like that, but you're absolutely right, because I think the reason why so many people are disturbed is because she was a Disney star, and now they you know, older gentlemen are looking at her and they're like, oh my gosh, she's so sexy right now. Twerking.
Yeah.
And they weren't looking at her just now. I'm sure that there's been
they were looking at her for a long time.
I'm sorry, Anthony Cook. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead, public.
Because what's the problem? She's 18. So
no, she's 20.
No,
she's grown.
No, my problem isn't the fact that it's one thing, she's not sexual, she's lewd. All right, she's not Janet Jackson or McDonald. She's just vulgar.
Nah, there was nothing sexy about those moves.
But what I'm saying is
at
the VMA Awards, because she has the giant styrofoam finger through her legs. And she's humping like she has a penis.
And then before the styrofoam finger, she just so she started off with just a regular hand.
Yeah.
And then just in case you didn't understand what she was doing, she came out with the giant foam finger.
But the thing was, she's dressed like in a kid's costume, doing sexual objects, doing sexual things. That's why it was creepy to me. I just thought it was really creepy.
Okay, this is the first time, and I hope you don't find offense to this, but this is the first time I really feel like there's some projection going on, meaning like because she's white, because I feel like Rihanna does the same thing.
Does she dance with teddy bears on stage?
Would you call her lewd and not sexy?
I think I don't like Rihanna either. I don't like Rihanna either.
Okay.
But I think in this case it's a lot more creepy.
I feel like you feel more connected because she's Caucasian.
It's not that. It's just because it's just that one performance that I saw with just the teddy bears. Why are you dancing around a bunch of teddy bears?
I think it's great marketing.
But Rihanna did the same thing.
I think it's a creepy marketing.
She had like a stuffed
she had teddy bears?
on Rude Boy, that Rude Boy song. She had a stuffed lion and she was riding it. You don't remember that song?
There is a community out there that's into like teddy bear fetish. You know, like they dress up like rabbits either. And they do acts.
Yeah, whatever. So I mean, that's kind of
crazy. I'm saying it's out there. Anyway.
I know. No, it's kind of
go
what? What I was gonna say about the whole thing is, I think it's great marketing, man. She was part of Disney. They decided to show her being an adult, transforming. What's the best way how to transform from being a child star into adulthood?
Sex.
You got to do something crazy. You got to still present that you're a child.
It was creepy.
I think that's why the whole teddy bear thing came about, because she still wants to present like, listen, this is who I was. Now here I am. Look at me as a woman, a 20-year-old woman twerking it.
No,
hey.
I think it's mixed themes that you shouldn't be mixing.
Why is that? We do it all the time.
Well, why don't I have a sex song with Pokemon? I mean, Pokemon and eating candy canes. I mean, it's mixed themes. It's marketing to it. It's marketing something sexual to children, because children want to watch that.
Yeah, we don't still
tear up their because didn't she tear up the teddy bear and like throw all the fluff and stuff? Or am I?
I don't know. Did she do that?
She ended up being like in some sort of skin-colored bikini towards the end. Like she took off the teddy bear. That was like a transition thing too.
It was just skanky to me. It was really
the performance. I don't know. I just didn't like.
She couldn't really dance either.
I mean, no, she was terrible.
That singing is all right.
I hear some people talking about, she was dancing black, and that's not black dancing. That was just terrible dancing. That wasn't even dancing. That was just like uncoordinated, kind of rough.
Good for you, Miley Cyrus. You go out there on the VMAs, and you're out there twerking it. Good job. Now, what my concern is, twerking's been going on for a very long time. Now, all of a sudden, this is a big topic because Miley Cyrus decided to do it on the VMAs. But for me, I think that's great marketing. Applauds to her team because we, on the Minority Men Show, are talking about Miley Cyrus. And I bet she's coming out with a new album. Is she coming out with a new album?
Well, she just came out with this album. This is going to be her, like, down and dirty, as Blue used that term, slumming, the slumming album. And, that slumming term, goes back a ways. Why
don't you explain slumming? Because you have a better grasp on it than I do.
Talk about slumming. It used to be like a term that they'd say, white people would go down to the hood and hang out in the hood in the jazz clubs. When jazz, was at its peak, they'd go down to these clubs. They'd hang out to see, how the other side lived. An example of that was in Richard Wright's book, Native Son, in which he talked about, I think the characters' names were Jan, which was the dude that was a communist, and Mary, which was the main character, was a limo driver working for this rich family. And he was driving this man's daughter around, and she was going out with this communist named Jan. And they said, "Oh, we want to go to where black people hang out." So that was an example of slumming.
Yeah,
going to the hood to eat at the hood joints, and not some place that they would normally hang out to eat.
Yeah,
and it's another example is the Cotton Club, in Harlem.
Yes,
in the 20s and the 30s. That was a club in Harlem, the Cotton Club, Jazz Club. Many famous musicians performed there, and they only had white guests. Only white people were guests at the Cotton Club. Because you see movies where they talk about the Cotton Club, you see black people as being in the club, hanging out. But that wasn't the case. In reality, it was for white people only.
So now explain how the term is used now.
I think the way that you can use the term now is you could say that, okay, well, Miley Cyrus is kind of slumming because, if you look at her performance, she's there, only black dancers. She's trying to send you.
There were no other races.
There was no way. It was not mixed up. It wasn't like a mix of people dancing. It was only black dancers. And, for those of you out there who are saying, oh, why do you have to go there? Let me read you some quotes that Miley Cyrus has said recently. "I want to make music that sounds black. I like hood music, but I'm not a white Nicki Minaj. I'm not a white ratchet girl." She said all these things. Even a writer for Vulture, his name is Jody Rosen, he called the performance a minstrel show. Now, that's not a black person saying that. That's a white person saying that. So, okay, with all those quotes and what these people are saying about this performance, I think, it's not out there to say, hey, you know what, she was trying to send a message through her performance. What do y'all think?
My stance on that. I think the message that was being sent is marketing, pure marketing, pure money, pure advertisement.
There needs to be a limit to what you do. Like
Madonna's done it.
Madonna,
she has. Britney Spears has done it.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah, I know. But the difference between Madonna, Britney Spears, and what Christina Aguilera did was that they weren't using a race of people to...
Not because they came out directly and stated it, but they were.
Yeah. And then on top of that, like, let's keep on Christina Aguilera, right? Yeah. She went through that. She went through a stage where she was trying to break out of that whole Mouseketeer.
Yep.
Thing that she shared with.
She's Latina.
Okay.
Yes, I know. And she came out with a Spanish speaking album. So she had a breakout album. She had a Spanish speaking album. But what happened was.
Why is she Latino?
She's Latina.
Aguilera. Yes. Her last name is Aguilera.
Proud of
Latina. Yeah, Latina. But
she's Latin. You can say Latin.
Man.
So
she's Spanish.
So she came out with the album. She came out with the first album. I believe she came out with the first album. Then she came out with the Spanish speaking album. But she still had that Mouseketeer image attached to her. So she wanted to break out of that image. So what she did, she started going raunchy. She came out with like that Lady Marmalade song. Well, I think Pink was in it and Maya. Who else was in that?
Missy Elliott.
Missy Elliott.
Kim, Little
Yeah,
Kim.
Little
right?
Kim. So
I can't stand Little Kim.
So she, you know, she's got assets. So you know, they.
I love how you put that in there, but okay.
Yeah. So I'm just saying. I just, you know, you just brought up Little Kim, so I just had a cramp for a second. But anyway, they. You know, so she had that song, and then she came out with that an album called Stripped, and in that album, you know, she went raunchy and, you know, like very sexually suggestive music, suggestive music, and but there was no race involved in it. She was just trying to like break out by, you know, being more sexual and raunchy with her music, and then she transitioned into something else.
The thing that concerns me about some of these music shows is that there's like a theme of pedophilia going on. Like Lil Wayne had a song, "I Want to Blank Every Girl in the World."
I don't think he meant 4 or 5-year-olds.
But listen, he had his daughter and his daughter's best friend, who was 6 and 7, on stage dancing to the song.
Oh, that's a little different.
That's kind of strange.
That's creepy.
I don't know.
That
Yeah.
is
That's
so inappropriate.
creepy.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that.
No, you know what we could say?
We can say that we're going to commercial.
Perfect.
If you have anything to say about this, hit us up 857-366-5444. That is 857-366-5444. What do you think of Miley Cyrus's performance? And if you want, you can also give us some comments on Facebook. I see that they're popping up. So we'll be back after this commercial break. This is Minority Men Show.
Kingdom Sound. Why do we do the things we do? Why do we tell lies when we know what's true? Why do we have an issue but we say it's cool? Why do we go along with what others do? And if we're looking for love, why do we choose the people that will hurt us most and make us lose? Why do we pour salt into open wounds, yeah? When all we gotta do is think about love, yeah. Let's think about love, yeah. Let's think about love, yeah. Let's think about love and what it can do. Why do we argue when we know we're wrong? Why do we only miss a person when they're gone? Why do we only show our feelings in a song? And when the music stops, we kick them when they're down. Why do we never show what we feel inside? We push everyone away with empty pride. Why do we take God out of everything? But when it gets bad, he takes the blame. Let's think about love, yeah. Let's think about love, yeah. Let's think about love, yeah. Let's think about love and what it can do. Let's think about love, yeah. Let's think about love, yeah. Let's think about love, yeah. Let's think about love and what it can do. Why do we only harmonize in groups of 3 when there's you and me together going through it all? We're struggling day by day to make the grade. And why do we talk about world peace when we can't even settle things between you and me? Let's think about love, yeah, yeah. Let's think about love and what it can do. What it can do. Whoa, and what it can do. Whoa, and what it can do. Whoa, and what it can do. Whoa, let's think about love, yeah. Whoa, let's think about love, yeah. Whoa, let's think about love, yeah. Whoa, let's think about love.